You know, I prepared a lot of stuff to share with you guys, but I'm still just, from the stories I just heard, that was something. And, you know, there are no accidents in life, and I was supposed to be here, and I'm not sure if it was to give you all the message or to hear them, because I needed to hear that. And later on, I'm going to tell you, you'll find out why when I share my story with you. But I would like to say to the moms, because, you know, I am a former principal of 2 Catholic schools. And so the love and compassion I had for teaching my children and my parents has gone into seniors now. But I want to say to the parents and to the children, and to all of you, especially the entrepreneurs who are here on a business venture, know this fact: there are no accidents in life. Long before you entered the fear of this realm of the universe, you, me, those moms, those children, we all made a conscious decision to come into this world at this time because we knew we could make a difference. And it's cannabis. It is cannabis. It is no accident. I too came in. I thought I was gonna, you know, make some money along with, I'm also a metaphysical minister. How did I get here? I tell you, it's just been a journey. I'm a metaphysical minister. I want it, and I still will have, and I still will get it. I will have a holistic facility with a cannabis dispensary attached. I will serve everyone, but I have a special niche for seniors. And getting back to the moms, I love you, I commend you, and your work is not in vain, because you propel me to do my work even stronger. You did that for me today. Thank you. Okay. Whew. Just need to take a deep breath here. Okay. Yes, I've never smoked cannabis. Cannabis have never been a part of my experience. Never. I don't know why. I don't know how I missed it. My friends smoked it. I just was never drawn to it, you know, and so I considered it a hardcore drug. You know, I told my sons, you know, if I find it in the house, I'm calling the police on you myself. You know, I was exposed to the reefer madness, so it never was my experience. And how I got into it was I sold my big home in Oakland Hills. I had raised my kids. They had all gone off to college and on their own. And so I went to Atlanta, bought a nice little condo in Buckhead, and I was writing my book. I'm an author, a parenting handbook, Who's Running the Show, and getting my ministerial degree. You know, I was just enjoying my life. And I get a call from my son, my eldest son. And he said, Mom, he's in California. He said, Mom, I figured out how you can have that holistic center that you want. So I said, oh, really? How? He said, you could have your facility and it will be funded by Cannabis, a dispensary. I said, cannabis? I said, you talking about that marijuana stuff? And he said, yeah, Ma. He said, I've been taking classes on it. He said, I've been going to school and I've been learning about it. And he said, it's very viable, you can make a lot of money, and it will support all the work that you want to do to help heal people, because I'm also a health and wellness advocate. He said, all of that would be taken care of. He said, plus you'll be helping so many people. Now I'm a parent, and I've been a very good mom. So I took a deep breath, and I said, okay, son, send me the information. Send me everything that you have, everything that they gave you in the school, send it to me. So he said, okay. So I hung up the phone, and these were my exact thoughts. I said, okay. I done sent this child to Catholic school from kindergarten to 12th grade. He and his brothers. So you know that took a lot of money. I said, I have a lot of time invested in this kid. And here he calls me to tell me he want to sell weed? I couldn't, I said, oh my God. But because of who he was, that particular son has always been by the books, always walked the straight and narrow, never bothered with drugs that are in and out, incarcerated, you know, so it wasn't adding up. So he sent me the information. But you guys, I packed up, left my little condo in Buckhead, and came back to California. Not because I was gonna thought I would be doing this, I thought I was losing him to drugs. I said, I haven't lost him in all these years, by golly, I'm not gonna lose him now. I packed up all my stuff and I moved back. I moved back to California because I thought I was losing him to drugs, because that's what I thought the cannabis was. I thought it was a hardcore drug. And so now, 5 years later, let me tell you what I do. Stephen D'Angelo, who you saw at Harborside Health Center, it's a state-of-the-art center. I wouldn't be affiliated with anything else. If it's not high standards, I don't mess with it. I've been invited to go to a lot of places. I don't go if they're not reputable people. He said, Sue, I want you to do senior outreach. I said, okay. He didn't give me a plan. He just told me to go and do that. Seniors needed help. So I went to every senior organization and just started showing up and started saying, hello, my name is Sue Taylor, and I do senior outreach for medical cannabis. And I'd let them know, and then I would send a flyer around, say, if you want to find out about medical cannabis, sign up and come on my tour. I say that easily now, but that took a lot of work. That took almost two and a half years for me to get people to come in. Because they had to trust me first. I had to go to those same meetings, city council meetings, any meetings that held senior healthcare providers, I showed up at. And I networked. Once they looked at me, and I got myself elected, I'm on the Commission for Aging for Alameda County. And that's where they discuss all the senior issues. So I became visible. So they began to ask me to speak. So when I would start talking, I could tell. They look at me and say, well, she don't look like she on drugs, you know. She might be okay. And so that's how I got my foot in the door. I started showing up. And today, I made some notes. I kind of threw them out the window. I conduct the tours. I go to residential facilities for the elderly. I go and I do presentations there, and I educate them. That's what I do. I bring the knowledge about the medical cannabis to seniors. Now, at first, they greet me like this. No smiles, hand crossed, legs crossed, that body language. Then I tell them the truth. I tell them about what's really happening. I got into this because I am appalled about the pharmaceutical approach to health care, about managing symptoms rather than the quality of life of the entire human being. That's an insult to us, to every human being. Sickness is a money-making entity here in the United States. It's a money-making entity. Especially seniors, they don't give, she's gonna die anyway, give her anything. They give, you know what the doctors give us? They give us what the pharmaceutical companies say, try this should work for whatever, try this. We become guinea pigs. Then later, liver, like Tom said, liver problems happen, all this stuff. Oh, stop taking those right away. That's the life of a senior. When I go into the senior facilities and talk to them, whether it be the Commission on Aging, whether it be the Rotary Club, or whether it be the actual housing facilities where they live, I educate them about medical cannabis. I've read a lot of research, and I tell them this. I've read a lot of research about what cannabis does, but nothing, absolutely nothing, has been more convincing and more compelling than the stories that I hear that the cannabis have healed with my seniors. That's what keeps me going. I have a girlfriend, I saw her a few months ago, and she had told me her mom had cancer. So I said, oh, I'm so sorry. And so I saw her like 6 months later, and I said, how's your mom? She said, oh, my mom's fine. She's cancer-free. So I said, you're kidding. I said, what happened? She said, well, when my mom was first diagnosed, I went with her to Kaiser, to the doctors, and I said, you do whatever you do, but I'm gonna give my mom 2 of these CBD tablets twice a day. So she said, that's what did it. I said, how do you know? How do you know it wasn't a chemo and all that other crap that they give you? She said, because they called me, and they said, hey, Miss Smith, what were those pills you gave your mom? She had a cancer tumor in her left lung the size of a lemon. Those CBD tablets just shrunk it. It shrunk it. Her mom was like 75. Another thing I tell them, and I had to learn this, I rarely say the word marijuana because it has such bad connotations. I always use the word cannabis. Cannabis is the scientific name that we used over 3,000 years ago, and it was always in the form of spirituality or healing, the cannabis. So I grabbed that back because the media has messed the name medical marijuana up so badly. Another thing I tell them that they usually don't know, there's usually 2 basic kinds of strains, sativa and indica. Sativa works with the cerebral part of the brain. It helps people that are depressed. Indica is more of a body. It's for deep pain and for sleep. And that's what seniors use it mostly for. I help them get off the Vicodin and Oxycontin and all those opiates. They don't have to take it. The cannabis could do it. Another thing they unfold their hands and they listen is when I tell them you don't have to smoke it and the psychoactivity is gone or lessened. There's no high. Then they become real interested because they know they're not getting well from the medicines, the drugs that they're taking. They know, their body know it. So they want to get better. I tell them that. I also tell them there are two forms of the cannabis, the THC and the CBD. The THC is what most people know that is the high. You get high from it. CBD is just the curative forms of the plant without the psychoactivity, without the high. And it comes in many different forms. Pills, rubs, tinctures, gummy. I have bulging discs 4 and 5 in my back. They deemed me physically disabled when I quit being a principal. I didn't know about the cannabis then. I weaned myself off all of those drugs. But now, when I overdo it at the gym or jogging the lake or hang gliding, there's an indica gummy bear with CBD, no psychoactivity. I can cut in little slivers, and I could take it at night, and it helps with my back pain and sleep. Now, do I take that every day? No, I use it as a medicine. If I do nothing else in my journey, I will let everybody know, do what I can, cannabis is a medicine. It's really a medicine. And it's like one of the moms said, a plant, your body is more friendly to the plant than it is a pill. A pill is a foreign substance in your body. It doesn't digest. So something as natural as a plant. This is another thing. I have made a conscious decision. Tomorrow, you guys, I'll be 67 years old. 67. And I have more time behind me than I have in front of me. I'm on a crusade. I've made a conscious decision to make this world a better place because I lived. Because I lived. I say to all of you new people into this industry today, we're here for a reason, you know, and we're gonna succeed. Now tell those moms, don't lose hope, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get this done. And I have you know, I have had Tampa TV, CBS TV come over, somebody from Sarasota. They've come over and interviewed me because they're gonna play the tapes of me giving a spiel about seniors and medical cannabis when it goes time to vote. And so you'll be seeing me somewhere on that. And Boston TV has said 3 times, and I'm meeting again because they're voting also for medical cannabis. So it's on a roll. And know that you play an important part in this, a very important part. And there's one, I want to tell you on the business perspective of why having seniors on board with this is the best idea ever. Number one, seniors benefit most than any other population from medical cannabis. The cannabis helps their ailments more than any other population. It's a known fact. But cannabis, the seniors are most reluctant to use it, such as myself. You know, because we've been taught with the reefer madness that it was a hardcore drug and to veer away from it. Not only, from a financial point of view, the baby boomers, there are more of us. You see, so we have the voting power. You want this thing moved, you pump up those seniors, because you know what? We vote. We vote. We will move this. We can get this passed. And we can get it passed the way we want, not just with the Charlotte's Web, for the things that we need for everybody. Another thing why this is a good business venture, we're the ones with the disposable income. We have some money. You know, we've saved, we've invested, so it's good business sense. But more importantly, y'all, it's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. We can't forget about our seniors, because I think one of the declines of our country is because we have no respect for our seniors. You know, and we have to have more attention given to our seniors and respect them more. And so I'm gonna do my part with this cannabis. Do I get scared? Heck yeah. A man came to me at the city council meeting. He said, "Hey, you the weed lady?" I said, "No." He scared me. Then I had to back myself up. And I said, "Well, yeah, in a sense, yeah, okay." You know, so I'm still toying with it. I went to Santa Clara County to the Commission on Aging to speak with them about medical cannabis. You guys, I walk into the room. I'm the only black person in the room. And I said, yeah, here I'm gonna get up here before all these white people and be talking about drugs. This is in my head, right? This is in my head. I said, oh, I should just pack up my stuff and go home, you know. I mean, oh. Then my voice started. You said you were gonna do this. You're passionate about what you do. You love helping people. It is your mission. It is what you do. Get up. And I did. And I will continue to. I will continue to. And in closing, I want to say to you, take more classes, like Pete said, but be sure when Florida's Cannabis Coalition put on something, you best come. Let me tell you why. They bring the best. They research and look for the best in the business. Then they bring it to you. I don't know them, but I research them and I ask questions. I see what they do. I watch what they do. I don't do too much what people tell me. I watch their actions. Take the classes. I don't care where they give them. Go, because you learn. They bring in quality people. And I will have that center, that cannabis dispensary, because they listen to me. People listen to me. Somehow they believe me. I guess because I'm just honest and I genuinely want to help. And I am looking for funding. I'm looking for people to help me to do this, because I'm going to do it, and I'm going to make a difference. And I thank you all. Thank you.